How many of you have had a revelation from the Holy Spirit and then later down the road found out you were either partially wrong or completely wrong? I definitely have. One instance, because there were many, I was reading a chapter in the New Testament, one of the New Testament letters. I zeroed in on one verse, I applied it to my situation, and I was on the floor thanking the Lord for the assurance that He communicated to me through His Word. When, in fact, I missed the entire point of the paragraph. And what I actually got from that one verse was essentially the opposite of what the passage was saying. But that's what I want to talk about today. We should use a balance between intuition, what we feel is correct, and sober, logical, intelligent analyzation. And the reason we need a balance is because if we have too much intuition, we will be deceived left and right. The enemy will prey on us, P-R-E-Y. He will make us believe that every intuition is from the Holy Spirit, when in fact, sometimes not all of them are. But on the flip side, if we have too much analyzation, we're too logical about things, we may miss something the Lord's trying to say to us, or we may reject something that requires faith. And I have a little story. I came in contact with a person once before. We were talking about the book of Revelation, and we disagreed on a pretty big aspect of it, and we were discussing it. And I did my best to refrain from placing my view above his, because they're really our two views and our two stances are really just two interpretations, right? We're just trying to figure out the Bible. We're just humans trying to figure out the Bible. But as I was doing my best to humbly make a case for my view, he came right out and told me, "You're using your mind too much." And I was like, I didn't really know what to say. He kept going, and he said, "I kind of just go by feeling. I don't really use my mind." And that really surprised me. And then finally he said, "If you use your mind too much, you'll get caught up. You get too caught up in things. Try not to use your mind too much." And while, yes, if we use our minds too much, we will get caught up in things we shouldn't. But let us not fall too far on the other end of the spectrum either.